Assalamu alaikum people. A very weird time to be uploading a video, especially this early in the morning, but I thought I would share something that just arrived in the mail, and it's pretty exciting because I was not expecting this package for at least another couple of days. But what do you know? It is right here, and as you can see, it is already opened because it was pretty early in the morning when this delivery guy came, and I just wasn't thinking straight, and I ended up opening it, and then I thought I should make a video about it. But that's all in the past now. What's done is done. It cannot be undone. What matters is what actually came in this gray package. And what came in this package that has me really excited is the official guidebook to Berserk. Now, I am a huge fan of Berserk. In my opinion, this is the greatest work of manga fiction that has ever come out of Japan. It is made by a guy named Kantara Miura, who doesn't have a high profile picture on the internet and who is infamous of making and taking lots and lots of long breaks from this amazing manga and story that he has started back in 1989. And it's still not finished, and one of my fears is that I might actually die before Berserk's story is completed. But that is doom and gloom talk, and I don't think we should be doing that so early in the morning. So anyway, I have finally gotten my hands on this book that I have been wanting for some time now. I couldn't find it anywhere until I came across a Facebook page of a store called MangastorePK. It is a store that is specifically providing mangas and stuff in Pakistan. And on their Instagram page, I actually saw this was on display. I placed my order on Saturday, and within 2 days, I have this book in my hands. And I am very happy about the delivery time of this book. Now, what I am not really happy about is the fact that there is actually a really messed up corner of this book. If you can see here, the camera might not focus, but I'm pretty sure you can see. And it's just kind of like sad for me because I paid really like good money for this book. There's even a problem with this corner, and I'm kind of like disappointed with stuff like this that comes in a brand new book. Now, maybe it wasn't MangastorePK's fault, maybe the courier messed it up, but I highly doubt that because this packaging, I'm pretty sure, has been done by the store, or maybe it came like this, and this corner has kind of like dampened my overall excitement, but not too much. Now let's just get into it and open this up. I'm briefly talk about it. I'm not gonna show you everything, obviously, because that's spoiler, and I'm gonna use this knife. So here it is. I have gotten it out of this package, and it came with this weird strip. I think it kind of like peels off, and it's kind of like a sticker. I have absolutely no idea what it is, so I'm just gonna throw it away. If you know what that was, just tell me and I'll regret it later. But here is the book, and now you can see that the corner is kind of like really messed up, and I'm very sad about this. But let's talk about what this book is actually about. Now, for those of you who know what Berserk is, you don't need any explanation, but for those of you who don't know, Berserk is a manga story that has been going on for like the past 32 years at this point, and the story has still not finished, and it is one of the most darkest yet most endearing stories that has ever come out in manga form from Japan, in my opinion. Now, what this book exactly is that it is a guidebook to Berserk that covers from volume 1 to volume 38, and that is nearly like maybe 300 chapters of Berserk. I don't know specifically, but it has all of that information, that what has happened up till the story from volume 1 to volume 38. Now, as you can see, the book is in pretty like small form, and it is exactly in the same form factor as the Berserk manga volumes that Dark Horse, the company that is very famous for doing some really awesome comics and stuff, these are the guys who actually publish and print the English version of Berserk, and they have gone and decided to make it exactly the proportions of the Berserk volumes that come out. So if you were to place them in a shelf with the rest of your Berserk collection, this won't seem out of place at all. Now, sadly, I don't have any other English versions of the Berserk manga because, like I said, living in Pakistan, there is not much that you can do if you're a fan of animes, especially some things like Berserk that are infamous for taking long breaks, and you don't really find them here in Pakistan. One thing that I have actually found in Pakistan is on that like old book stall stuff that I go to on every Sunday, or at least I used to go to before this COVID bullshit started. I actually ended up finding this 19th volume of Berserk a couple of months back. Now it is in Japanese, but I was certainly not gonna pass this up because this was the first time that I actually came across a Berserk manga here in Pakistan, and I didn't care if it was in Japanese because one of the biggest appeal of Berserk is the artwork. The artwork of this manga is legendary in comparison to every other series out there. There are very few series out there that actually hold a candle to the level of artwork and details that is in the Berserk manga, and I think that is one of the biggest selling points of this series, and the fact that the story is really dark and it is really awesome, and you can't like deny how amazing this story is. Now what this guidebook actually does is that, like I said, it takes the story of what has transpired from Berserk chapter 1 all the way up to chapter 300 and whatever, and it details the entire stories, but very briefly, of all the characters that appear in the Berserk series. They have some details regarding these characters and stuff, and even they also have some, like in the early start of the book, they have some information on how the kingdoms of Berserk world actually started, the history of the Berserk world. In the start of the book you have these almost 8 pages of colored art that we have seen before, but it is cool to have them with you, and it goes on from there. It has all the characters that have appeared in the Berserk mangas and all the story elements that have appeared so far in the mangas. Then it has all the information on the villains. Now one of the awesome things about Berserk are the villains and how grotesque and awesome their designs are, and in the Berserk universe these are called apostles, and this book details all of them that have appeared so far in the Berserk story, and that alone is something that I think is pretty much exciting to read. At the back of the book you have these rough sketch and setting galleries for different characters and stuff. In this book there is actually an interview with Kantara Miura, and Kantara Miura is infamous of giving very little interviews. This book has an interview with Kantara Miura, and I'm really looking forward to reading that so I can actually like see how that guy's mind works and how the story of Berserk actually involved. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to show you all the thing that I got. I'm really excited about it because this is a book that I've been wanting for some time now, and if you're a fan of Berserk or just awesome stories, you should just read Berserk. But if you're a really big fan of Berserk, you really should get this book because it has all of the material, all of the story, characters, and everything that you need to know. If you were into Berserk and have taken a long break and have not gotten back to, and if you need a refresher, I think this book is a very good starting point instead of just going back and reading through all of the volumes. But that is more exciting in my opinion. But if you want a quick go through of what everything is, this guidebook is perfect for you. It is a perfect companion for the Berserk, for any fan of this amazing manga out there. So that's pretty much it for this video. Tell me in the comments down below, have you seen this book? Do you own this book? What do you think of this book? And more importantly, what do you think of Berserk? And do you think that we will actually see the end of Berserk before the world gets destroyed in World War III, or we die out as the human species? If you enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.